Less than 1 minute to go, yeah. Here we go, and we can see our race 1 winners, Poland 52, Tomasz Janowski. He is trying the starboard start again. He was very successful in the first race with that, so we wouldn't expect any different. And they're off. You can see them booming along. Swedes off the pin.
Only 2 boats port starting now. No, 3 of them. But start was won by, what do you say, the Polish boat again?
He's not looking too shabby there, is he? He's got good pace, and he's coming over top of some of the boats who are having to pinch and fight for a lane. He obviously got himself a bit of room. Here the guys who port tack started, and they've already had to do their first tacks.
Looking a little bit from behind the starting fleet.
There we go. So the Polish crossed everyone comfortably. Did you see that, Marcus?
Yeah,
all the way
absolutely.
to the lane boundary.
The little white marks you see behind them, that's the boundary, the left side boundary.
We got 2 Polish teams vying for the lead. We'll see how the crosses come across. Tomasz Janowski, a race 1 winner. He is on port. He's got to give way here. Let's see if he crosses. Oh, I think he'll have a penalty there.
2 Polish boats.
And then he had to duck his teammate.
Oh, you reckon he infringed James Peters?
I reckon he did. James Peters definitely had to avoid him. We'll see if the judges pick it up.
He probably raised the red flag. Let's see what the judges say. There's no judge behind.
Jan Auke Eriksson just tacked to the boundary.
Italian boat
through. Tight
closing in on the boundary, has to tack. Can ask for a room to tack. Got right away now. Swedish boat. Those white marks, they are not allowed to cross that line.
And the Italians have come into the lead here. It seems like everyone who comes to the close side is crossing on the guys who head out to the left, and maybe the Italians sense that.
The Swedes are tacking back out. They want to go to the ley line.
Yeah, everyone's thinking this right side of the course, this close side, is the one to be favored, and now they're all stacked up on the boundary. Oh my goodness.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And the Poles in for attack, James Peters in for attack, the Italians in for attack. They're all coming up here. Then the Germans, then the other Polish will be in there, and they'll all be coming in for the winner.
That was a close attack by the Germans. I wonder if they can make
Tomasz Janowski, he's bottom boat here. Let's see if he can now make the pin and lead round here.
How close can it get?
5 boats all coming in on the windward mark. And yes, Tomasz Janowski round in the lead again first. Germans make it round. James Peters in third. Other Polish. Let's see if they jibe set.
That's Jan Auke Eriksson in second place around the windward mark.
Spanish Alonso's round in 5th. James, let's just scan down with the leaders if you can.
Janowski, first again. With 2 first, he'd be in a solid lead overall. 5 points only against Jan Auke Eriksson with 11 points. But at the moment, Jan Auke Eriksson would win the world title.
Let's just stay on that panning shot, James. Keep on with the leaders. What we'll do is we'll let these guys get round the leeward marks here, and then we'll talk about how the scores are on the next upwind. The Poles here coming to the close side. They'll have to jibe soon to get to their ley lines. There they go, straight to a drop, and they're jibe dropping. There we go. James Peters coming to the close side.
Taking the other mark. They're rounding at the same time as Jan Auke Eriksson. Taking a split now towards the Germans, going towards the left side, the far side of the course. And we had a capsize. Get it back. Oh, geez.
Oh, who was that? That's Diego Botten. He's one of the youth teams. I guess he's struggling a little bit.
And the Alonsos have to go around him. Not easy.
Not easy. They've
very experienced team, but that's costly. That cost them a lot to go around him.
You can see they're now struggling to pick up their sheets after that emergency maneuver.
Let's get an overview of what's happening on the race course. Tomasz Janowski leading the left side. Jan Auke Eriksson tacking off. Now the cross that we saw at the separation that we saw at the leeward gate is closing in. Jan Auke Eriksson is crossing James Peters. He's going ahead. He passed them.
Yeah,
nice move in a solid second now.
Very nice boat handling there from Jan Auke Eriksson. They tacked right at the boundary, perfect tack, and they're up to full speed right away. Brilliant move. I mean, nothing is stopping Tomasz Janowski here. He is off again. We saw him win the first race. Now he's in the lead of the second race.
The battle between the 2 boats, Jan Auke Eriksson and James Peters, is the battle for the world title of the youth. Charlie Ekberg also close to that. That's the 3 boats that probably are going to sail for the world title right here. So that's our live leaderboard.
This is what we're talking about.
leading solid with two possible wins. Well, the race is still going on. James Peters with a 4th place, 8 points, and Jan-Hauke Eriksen 11 points.
Charlie Ekberg in 4th with 12 points. So lots to play for here. Let's
Still
go back
really
to our live
close,
action.
Peters got an upper hand for the youth world
And
title.
these guys are at the windward mark again. Round go the poles. They've nailed their bearway, no problem. They'll set their sails. Jan-Hauke Eriksen in not a comfortable second, but a second as long as he keeps his boat
But
handling
Peters
up.
is 3rd. That puts him another point ahead of Jan-Hauke Eriksen.
Really tight battle here between these 3 teams. It'll be interesting to This is the battle downwind. Jan-Hauke Eriksen just jibing on top of the poles, but they've
Jiving away
nicely.
from the British boat, from James Peters.
There we go, exploding downwind.
Going to be
So it
interesting to
looks
see
like
how
Jan-Hauke
the early
maybe
jibe
made a
of
pass.
Jan-Hauke Eriksen is going to... It could take him into the lead.
Keep zooming with this, James, and pan back. That's great. Let's see if Jan-Hauke Eriksen can jibe and cross here for the win. He's going straight at the finish line from here, which is just a little bit down to the left of our screen.
That would help
Beautiful
him a lot.
jibe.
That would help him a lot. Yeah, he's crossing. He's crossing. He overtook the Polish boat on that downwind, and he's winning this race.
And James Peters, I think, has dropped down to 4th. We see 2 Polish boats here, both jibing, going at the finish line at the same time. And then James Peters in 4th, so a 2-point swing there must have brought the leaderboard even closer.
Absolutely. We can look at that in a second. So, Jan-Hauke Eriksen, what a race.
Yeah, 2 minutes ago we saw that was a 4-point gap. Now it's down to a 2-point gap for the Youth World Championship, and they've closed in on our leader, Thomas Janowski, for 6 points, so one of them could move through.
It's going to be a really exciting last race.
Let's see how Charlie Ekberg did. Okay, so he picked up 6 points, not too far back. You can see how tight this racing is.
So the World Championship is going to be decided between James Peters in 2nd place, Jan-Hauke Eriksen in 3rd place, and Charlie Ekberg in 4th place. And there's only 2 points between each one of them.
Yeah, at this stage, Jacopo Plazzi is eliminated from that competition, being 8-point backs with only 1 place to go. But still a 3-way battle for the title.
Not a good round, by the way, for the Alonso brothers, who qualified from the last round into this round. They're currently in 7th place. They don't seem to enjoy the slightly stronger winds.
Yeah, they're having trouble in this, aren't they?
Jan-Hauke Eriksen, by the way, a really good kiteboard surfer. So I recommended to him to start in the 49ers at the Olympics and in the kiteboard, if schedule allows. I wonder if that is legal.
I wonder too.